What's interesting about even the whole Trad Inc. conversation is, in some weird way, I think all those guys like us, like on both sides of it. Like the guys who were like putting their foot down and saying, you know, you guys are cowering and caving in on the movement. And I think also the guys who are there accusing of being Trad Inc. also like us. So we're in a weird position where we can talk to both sides and see if maybe we could bring them together. And I think what Leo just did with this whole Cupich scenario, which is so dumb because the Dick Durbin bowed out of Cupich's award anyway, like minutes after the Leo soundbite dropped. So like it was completely unnecessary. Leo could have just said nothing on it or, you know, punted the question or something, and Dick Durbin dropped out of the whole thing anyway. Well, you want to play that clip real quick for anybody that didn't see it, Rob? I just sent it to the messages. All right, so this is what Leo said, and I'm gonna give my 2 cents on it.
Okay, let me get it.
Peer Mediator Award. They're making fun of me. Is Frad doing movie reviews? No, Mass of the Ages is. If Frad's doing movie reviews, we're gonna have a problem.
Just wanted to ask one thing that has become a bit of a divisive subject in the US right now, with Cardinal Cupich giving an award to Senator Durbin. Some people of faith are having a hard time with understanding this because he is or rather, he's for legalized abortion. How would you help people of faith right now decipher that, feel about that, and how do you feel about that?
I'm not terribly familiar with the particular case. I think that it's very important to look at the overall work that a senator has done during, if I'm not mistaken, 40 years of service in the United States Senate. I understand the difficulty and the tensions, but I think as I myself have spoken in the past, it's important to look at many issues that are related to what is the teaching of the church. Someone who says I'm against abortion but says I'm in favor of the death penalty is not really pro-life. So someone who says that I'm against abortion but I'm in agreement with the inhuman treatment of immigrants who are in the United States, I don't know if that's pro-life. So they're very complex issues. I don't know if anyone has all the truth on them, but I would ask first and foremost that there be greater respect for one another and that we search together both as human beings, in that case as American citizens or citizens of the state of Illinois, as well as Catholics, to say we need to really look closely at all of these ethical issues and to find the way forward as church. Church teaching on each one of those issues is very clear. Thank you very much.
Okay. Oh man, the mad trads are gonna be going, I told you so. I told you so. And Trad Inc.'s gonna have to just swallow it. But for me, I mean, this is exactly what I've been saying from day one, which is Leo is the epitome of boomer Catholicism. He's just a boomer and he doesn't want to offend anybody. And he tried to tiptoe around that without offending anybody. I don't know why anybody's shocked by it. This is going to be the entire pontificate. This is just what you're going to get. You're not going to have this bold preaching of the Catholic faith from him. He's just going to be a little squishy on everything, just like he was in that last interview. This is what we have in store for us. Everybody got to stop freaking out. Just relax a little bit. It's just what it is. But it has kind of breathed a little life into the Trad Inc. Like I guarantee you go on YouTube tomorrow and you're going to see everyone does their Pope Leo critique of this one. We're even going to do it. We're going to post a clip of this. It's like everyone's going to do their Pope
Don't
Leo
say
critique.
we.
I am. All right.
No.
Oh,
I was going to say we both know who post the clips.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell Rob what to clip and put it up. But yeah, no, it wasn't just overly political. The problem with this one is way worse than just being overly political. It's because Leo actually understands American politics. You can't just write it off to a translation issue. Can't be like, oh, well, Francis was from South America. He doesn't understand the American political landscape. He doesn't. There was a translation. No, that was in perfect English from a cardinal from Chicago who probably knows Dick Durbin. and he kind of pumped the seamless garment stuff. And
that was Bernadine reincarnated.
That's it. And it's like, it is what it is. I don't think anybody should be shocked. I'm still of the position that this is, it's just Peter denying Christ, not like denying he's the Messiah. Just, I don't know him. I don't know. Like terrified to just say what the Catholic Church teaches and just put Cupich in his place. Like, it's not too much to you're not crazy. We're going to go through the whole gaslighting thing again. You're not crazy to expect the Pope of Rome to speak clearly on a moral issue as serious and demonic as abortion.
I mean, I think the problem is the Pope's got to be done with interviews. Like like you said, the Pope of Rome, when he speaks, it should be well thought out, well reasoned, right? Considered from every angle instead of just off the cuff on something as important on that. Like, he should, you know what I mean? Like, but I'm not saying I would expect him to really to say.
You just want the Pope to have a little. You want him to have a set of. You just want him to say the truth. Like no, like the equivocating between abortion and capital punishment enrages me.
Right.
Because
don't you think he actually believes that?
Whether he does or not, he's the Pope of Rome at this point. He doesn't get to throw that kind of equivocation around anymore. It's not like to equate.
Well, I know. I'm just
the
saying,
murder
like,
of an innocent child and the just punishment of a murderer.
Right.
Right, but I don't think he's saying that because you're going to get people saying that he's saying it like you said, so he doesn't offend one side or the other.
That's what he was doing. He was just
no,
trying
but
to
I don't think so. I think he really believes that they're the same.
You think he believes
which is worse.
Nonsense.
I think he really does believe the seamless garment crap.
I know McElroy does, and they come from the same camp.
They all do. All those guys do. And the thing is, like, he's one of them. So I mean, look. This doesn't mean he's not the Pope. It doesn't mean any of that. Like, it's just we're in the same boat we've always been in. I don't know.
Now, to kind of concede a little to the Cradink side or whatever, they still might be right insofar as the way we responded to Francis maybe shouldn't be the way we respond to Leo. Now, one could also say the way we responded to Francis was utterly ineffective, so maybe we should have never responded that way then. But I mean, even if this is Francis 2.0, even if he does believe all the same stuff, he is a different person. He does communicate a different way, so maybe the way we respond could be different. But if he teaches the same bullcrap, then we should respond in some way, obviously.
Yeah, there's got to be a response. What is the proper response?
Right.
It's messy, kids. It's a messy. Look, you guys are Catholic. Welcome to the most dysfunctional family on the planet.
And
it's
who knows? You know,
our
the way we responded to Francis seemed to make him double down. So it was rather ineffective. Maybe Leo will fold under that sort of pressure. I don't know.
Because it seemed like the bishop in Charlotte, when he got all that pressure, he slowed back a little bit. Now he just came down and he did what he did in Charlotte, which I can't imagine the bishop in Charlotte moved everybody to that tiny chapel without an okay from Rome.
Right.
Like, I'm sorry. It's just everybody that's hoping for some loosening of the restrictions. I don't see them coming. You got a new pope in that the Bishop of Charlotte, Bishop Martins, backed off back in June. And he goes, we're going to wait until we hear something from Rome. I guarantee they all heard something from Rome. Okay, you keep pushing in your restrictions. We'll just tone it down a little bit, you know. I just don't see any difference in practice, just in tone.
Yeah.
So we're in a similar state that we've been in for the past decade. It is what it is. Somebody saying, yeah, that's the worst I've heard from him yet, but I just think this could be prevented if the Pope stopped doing MSM mainstream media interviews, especially on the fly. Yeah, I mean, I thought this papacy was going to be boring, but it looks like papal airplane interviews are back on. So maybe we're going to have some fun this pontificate. But man, 15 years of this, we did 10 under Francis, and that was rough. I don't know, man. I'm still in the same boat where I think everyone needs to find a good community and parish and build that parish locally. If you do deal with some kind of restriction like you are in Charlotte, you need to bring that to your bishop, and you guys need to be on your knees in front of the freaking chancery, whatever it is, the rectory where he's staying, whatever, and really making an issue. Like, you guys have to act locally when stuff like this happens now. It just happened in Brooklyn.
Okay, Steve.
I mean, I don't see any other way around it.
No,
Rob,
I agree.
The thing is, the things they're talking about in Rome, the one thing I really thought about when I was in St. Paul this weekend, first off, the homily was phenomenal.
Yeah, Father Altier is good.
Phenomenal homily. And all I could think was the things they're talking about in Rome and on the global stage of Catholicism are so far removed from what's happening at your local parish. Like, it's like something so totally different from your lived experience down at the parish level that it's almost like a show that they're doing, and it's nonsense, and it doesn't matter because I mean, the
like having
I go to,
Schwarzenegger at the Vatican to talk about climate change.
just absurd stuff. It's just
sorry,
silly.
we're 15 years past that at this point. Come on,
it's just ridiculous. You're quiet tonight, Fawaz. You don't like talking about this stuff?
No, I don't know too much about it. I'm just learning as you guys were speaking.
Yeah, it's just I mean, I still don't think we're going to do the main show topic papal interview stuff. Like, I don't want our show to become that. Like, we'll do it over here, and
Right.
you know, we might post a clip later, but I don't know, man.
Anthony just said lived experience. Gay Anthony confirmed.
Well, I'm
I mean,
saying,
people
like,
come to you guys for these
on the
things.
ground at your parish level, like, how is that even dude, there was only so long you could continue on pretending James Martin had his guy and Cardinal Burke had his guy. Like, what you're going to see is Leo trying to bring peace to the church, and in doing so, he's going to water things down so much that there's going to be a fracture. It's just, you can't continue after 10 years of that pressure cooker under Francis with the trads like losing their crap, and then all of a sudden Leo comes in and then all of that just dissipates. It's just not going to happen. I mean, that pressure is still there. It still seems like there's two religions coexisting in one body.